Hi everybody, it's Phil.
And Noreen, and we're here with Adam.
He's awake right now, and this is two adults and
a
the baby 80s movie reviews.
And today we're reviewing Die Hard.
Yeah.
Now, I actually, for some reason, I overlooked this movie because I thought it was like an early 90s movie. But it is, the first one is a 1988.
Yeah, it has a little bit of a
90s feel to it, yeah.
Right, a 90s feel to it, but it is from the 80s, the late 80s. And it's one of our favorites, and it's probably one of your favorites too. And let's talk about why.
Well, let's see. The cast was incredible. We have Bruce Willis, and he's John McClane. He's a police officer. And then we've got your favorite villain, I think, Phil, Alan Rickman, and he plays Hans Gruber.
Right. I mean, Hans Gruber, probably one of the greatest 80s movie villains ever.
Yeah. Phil really liked him a lot, yeah.
Yeah, and let's also mention Reginald.
Bonnie Bedelia, she's Polly, she plays the wife, I believe. And then, we've got Reginald Val Johnson, who was the father in Family Matters, and he plays a cop in this movie as well.
Right, he's playing a cop. He looks exactly like Carl Winslow. He acts exactly like Carl Winslow.
I think his name was even Carl in the movie.
It might have been. Yeah. It's almost like Die Hard was like a.
Or it says Sergeant Al Powell, but I could have sworn I heard them say Carl.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you might as well be.
Might as well be Carl, right? Yeah.
And last but not least, we have.
Paul Gleason.
Paul Gleason from The Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club, yeah. And he was, the role he played was very similar too. This sort of I guess, kind of stubborn guy who just sees things the way he wants to see them, and he refuses to listen to anybody else. He refuses to listen to, I'm just going to say Carl Winslow. Carl Winslow is trying to tell him, hey, even though you're my superior, hey, this is what we should be doing. This is a hostage situation, and he just wasn't listening to him. Kind of like he wasn't listening to the kids in The Breakfast Club. So, yeah, that's interesting, right, that they kind of play similar characters in this movie.
Yeah, it's still only a couple years after Breakfast Club, so he looks exactly the same. He speaks exactly. It's just like Vernon is like
Vernon
a police
back
chief.
Again, in a movie, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Phil, tell us what the movie is about, or tell the audience what the movie is about a little bit.
So it opens, great opening scene where Bruce Willis, he's visiting Los Angeles. His marriage is on the rocks to a woman who works for a corporation headquartered in L.A. He's a New York cop, but she has a job in L.A. Their marriage is kind of on the rocks. And
you find out the story from the limo driver, pretty much, that, they were kind of separated because he didn't follow her there to California for that job. He stayed back, to do his cop work. He didn't think that she would stay there, but she loved her job. It was for, I think, a Japanese corporation, right?
Yeah, the Nakatomi, something like that.
Yeah, that sounds familiar, yeah.
Yeah, and it's the day of their Christmas party, the office Christmas party.
And the Christmas party looked awesome. I mean, there was waterfalls, indoor, the waterfall, or not waterfalls, sorry. It's more like an indoor fountain type thing, the way they used to have them in the malls back in the day.
Yeah, if you went to a mall in the 80s.
Mall, both Phil and I were probably there at the same time.
Yeah.
True fact, we both got lost at that mall at one point. Isn't that interesting? We kind of live parallel lives.
Woodbridge, New Jersey.
Yeah. So it's it was a nice mall, and so they had those indoor fountains, and so their party, has that. It looks like a really fun party, and that's kind of really the reason why people sometimes say that this is a Christmas movie. I think because of the Christmas party in the beginning. But yeah, I'll put it under the Christmas movie category. What would you say about that, Phil? That's the big debate, whether or not this is a Christmas movie or not.
I think definitely the office Christmas party puts you in the mindset this is Christmas time, even though because it's LA, it's obviously there's no snow or anything.
Yeah.
So.
So he's just attending his wife's Christmas party. They see each other. and they have like a bit of an argument, and then she leaves, and then that's when the bad guys come into the picture. Hans Gruber.
Yeah, they come.
As I love how he said Hans at the end of the movie. If you see the full movie, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they come storming in.
Storming in, the bad guys. Yeah,
there's the bad guy music.
He's so cocky, right?
Yeah.
Hans Gruber. Yeah, and his men. Yeah. And so, they've got this IT guy, they've got like all these other guys that are like, with guns, and they're all just super confident coming in there, just taking over, the building, and like nobody knows what's going on. And and then, Bruce Willis, luckily, he wasn't there in their eyesight when, they started rounding people up. So he decides to hide in the other parts of the building that are sort of like not fully done or fully finished. And he's hiding up there. And then he's trying to defeat the bad guys from those parts of the building. Yeah. So it's a really cool movie. Yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I remember watching it when we brought Adam back from the hospital, and there was like certain points where I'm like, okay, like what do I do? I've got the baby, I can't really leave, and like I think we saw it together. It was great. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think Bruce Willis, he's a great foil to Hans Gruber because he's kind of surly.
He calls him a cowboy, right? The Hans calls Bruce a cowboy. Yippee-ki-yay.
Yeah, they have like a rapport, and it's
they make so many jokes, and at one point Hans is like, enough jokes.
Yeah, and I think
it's hilarious. Yeah.
At the end, we had the kind of Dr. Evil, right, where it's like
slow to act, yeah.
Like he's slow to act. He could have killed him,
probably
but
could have,
waited too long. Had
to talk, and
and
say his piece, and then he dies, and
something happened, and and then at the same time, right, we have kind of like there isn't just the interaction between Hans and John McClane. There's I want to say Carl Winslow, but
they have this like so like I think he gets a hold of like one of the walkie-talkies, and he's talking to Carl Winslow outside, and Carl's like trying to like calm him, like almost like comfort him, when John McClane is sort of like by himself, like in the upstairs part of the building, and telling him to hold on, and it's a really sweet thing between the two of them, and it's great to see them meet each other face to face at the end. Yeah, I really love that.
Yeah, there's kind of like these like side characters, right?
And the limo driver, he was hilarious, the little boy.
Yeah, the limo driver, and there's the police chief. I keep thinking Vernon.
Vernon, and it's basically Vernon and Carl Winslow. Yeah, the police officers. Yeah,
TV reporters, and there's that whole like.
That whole side thing. Yeah. This was a really fun movie. I just love the one-liners. I think they're really hilarious, and I think Bruce Willis did a really great job in this movie. And I think it's a classic, and a lot of people have seen it. But if you haven't, definitely check it out. We highly recommend it.
And what did you think about the action scenes, like the fires, the explosions? I mean, it's very.
So I'm not a big like action movie person, but I think it was the right amount. It wasn't like too much. I didn't mind it. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't like where it just goes on too long.
It doesn't just go on and on. It wasn't super gory or anything. Just enough to where you're like, okay, they got to take down these villains. They're evil people, and yeah.
And what about like also did you like some of the other bad guys, like those two blonde brothers?
Oh yeah, so Bruce Willis ends up killing I think the younger brother, and then the older brother is like out for revenge, I think I really found that one scene very funny where one of the bad guys, he like bangs his gun, and the wife was like, oh, he's still alive, only John could make someone that upset. Yeah,
there's a lot. I think that's really part of this movie, great, right? Is the one-liners.
The one-liners are great, yeah. It's hilarious, yeah.
Yeah, it's this very serious scenario, but it's an 80s movie,
so they got to add a little bit of humor and everything, and make it like cheesy like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe a couple of dad jokes here and there. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Like I think probably Bruce Willis made a couple himself. Yeah.
So. Yeah, so I definitely enjoyed this movie, and you guys definitely should give it a watch. And thank you for tuning in, and please like our page, subscribe, and keep following us.
Yeah, everybody like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.